Hi there, I'm Tammy Kraus, and this is my living room. You're not seeing the mess behind you. This is my TV. I haven't watched it in 3 years, sometime during COVID, maybe the end of COVID, I don't remember. I haven't turned it on. And God has told me that this is an eye to the enemy, and I am to get it out of my house. I'm not just telling you to do these things and not doing them myself. Went and unplugged it. I've got these big clippers. I was all set to cut the power cord. I forgot it didn't even plug in. That's beside the point. It's time to clean house. It's time to get this stuff out of your house that God does not want in your house. I'm going to take this to Best Buy in the morning. I don't know what time it is, 10 or so at night. But it's time to get it out of my house. I've dusted it off. I've unplugged it. I'm going to get it out of my house. And I feel like I'm also supposed to tell you a little story about myself. And you never know how people are going to take your things, take what you say. But I'm not some fly-by-night that just happened yesterday. God's been telling me things and teaching me things and leading me along the path my whole life. I have this, I'm going to tell you the story about it first before we place a label on it, because it's really hard for me to figure out. It's not a dream, because I think dreams you forget. Now, I have had a recurring dream where I could fly. It's my favorite dream. It was recurring, but God told me to rise above some things that were going on around me. And there's other things that could be, but I have this knowledge of being in a white room and being a young child, not older than a toddler, but still young. And there's all these children and they're playing. And I'm just standing there leaning against the wall, not interacting, just kind of watching and observing, which tends to be how I work. So I'm watching and observing, and I see kids. There's 3 boys and they're playing soccer. It's not relevant, but it's interesting. And y'all can think about it for a while if you want to. And then there's this jumbo flat screen TV. Looks kind of like that, only a lot bigger. And there's pictures of mothers that come up in this room. And the mothers, well, the kids pick the mothers. Oh, she's pretty, I'll take her. And that's what I said about my mother. And I didn't know, I'm like, why didn't anybody else want her? Why didn't they pick her? I don't know, but I remember being ushered off to another room. And I believe things were told to me and said to me that were going to happen in life. And my mother wasn't always kind or gentle or, the sweet, loving mother, the one that some of y'all got, some of us didn't. But she was the mother God intended for me to prune some branches off of me and to do some other things. So I've had this gift of prophecy or whatever else off of me. And I believe that was a memory. That story I told you about being in that white room and picking my mother and being ushered out, because God knew I was going to need that one day. And so I just want you to know He loves you and He cares about you. And He wants you to get these giant things out of your house and whatever else you have that's in your house that God is telling you that isn't any good. Today I spent the day playing with my grandsons. They're little. And I had the TV on the whole time. And I came home and I just felt so downtrodden and so weak and so weary. I had to lay down and take a nap. And I haven't been feeling that, well, that's another story, for a little while now. But I am feeling led. I have to get this thing out of my house. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to pull it down off of here now. And tomorrow I'm going to try taking it to Best Buy and see if they'll take it. I'm not giving it to anybody else. I don't want them to have this thing of evil. The scripture says that God has given Satan dominion over the airwaves, the governments, and all the other stuff. And I apologize for not looking that up for you before. But I'm going to tell you, looking up all those scriptures is not going to be my strong point. I'll do it. I'll follow through. But for now, let's just get these Eye of Satan out of our houses. Goodbye. Good night.